Good afternoon. Hopefully everybody's having a good Friday. I've got your pre-weekend fishing report. Our water temps are holding at the high 70s to low 80s. Haven't seen a very solid thermocline setting up, so there's still some fish kind of up towards the top. Most of my action has been with putting a shad on split shot rig and just pitching it out of the back. I'd say about 75% of the fish that I'm catching are catching this way. Probably the other 25% would be running a down line. I run a 4-ounce weight swivel and put my bait on, and I'm dropping those 40 to 50 feet. Today I think I had one fish on the down line. Everything else was on long lines, and just pretty simple. Just pitch it out of the back. Having to bounce around quite a bit. If you're not getting your fish pretty quick, I would just be on the move. If I don't catch fish in 5, 10, 15 minutes, I'm on the move to the next spot. There's still some shad that's hanging around. They're not spawning, but I'm seeing some shad cruising up, especially in the evenings, kind of schooled up main lake. I just try to hone in on those areas. I've been fishing some mornings and some evenings with success on both. That storm that we had the other day kind of had messed things up just a little bit, but we had good luck on Sunday evening. Sunday morning for me was a little bit slower, but we made up for it, and we beat on a pretty good Sunday evening. There's quite a bit of a lot more people out and about. The fish are still not like congregated totally just in one area, so there's plenty of opportunity to spread out and just seek and destroy the fish. It's not just massive schools of fish, but the main lake points, bluff lines, secondary points, channel swings, starting to move from more the backs of the creeks, more kind of that mid-lake area. Around the bridges, I've heard some people have had some good success in some of the creeks that they're in, whether it be Float Creek, Big Creek, or Panther. Just some of the large creeks. Mid Creek to the creek mouth has been holding the fish, and those fish are going to start to congregate, working their way down towards the dam as the water heats up and the oxygen levels drop. And the thermocline sets in, then they'll be moving a lot closer to the dam, and then that's going to congregate the fish a little bit more and congregate the people a little bit more too. As far as the fish go on the artificial, from what I've been seeing and what I've been hearing, trolling and casting your lures and your swim baits has been more successful than vertical jigging. Some of those fish trying to sit right on top of them, and that's for the stripers and for the hybrids. White bass, I mean, just about anything, you should be able to catch those. But I just haven't seen, I'm around a lot of people that's fishing the vertical way of doing things, and I haven't seen just uber successful people doing that. But it seems like, casting it out, letting your swim bait, your spoon, your jig, whatever you're after, sinking down for a little bit and slow rolling it back in, or varying your speed to try and find out what works. Some of the guys that are trolling seem to be having some ups and downs with it. Some days are super successful, some days aren't, but if you do troll, it's a good time to get after it. You can cover a lot of water, and you can really learn about how these fish are moving around. You'll be able to grab a big bunch of area. Trolling those swim baits, umbrella rigs, day rigs, that kind of stuff. You're going to run 2.5 to maybe 2.8 mile an hour. So you're covering quite a bit of water, and you can kind of learn a lot about where the fish are at. If you are fishing artificial, I would recommend, trolling some rigs like that. And if you do want to do some jigging or some casting towards it, once you find a good school, then just pull your other stuff up, start dropping stuff down to it, and have fun with it. As far as topwater goes, I've had a lot of questions on that. Primarily all I'm seeing on the topwater is some smaller fish. There's some smaller stripers, and hybrids, but I haven't seen anything of significant size. It's mostly smaller fish. There's a lot of black bass and white bass, but most of the stripers and hybrids that are hitting on the top are pretty small. Other than that, y'all be safe out there. Be smart with how you handle your fish in this warm temperatures. We've had some rain in the forecast and some lightning. Just be smart about your decisions when you're out there, and try and choose your safety over trying to choose a couple fish. That lightning can be pretty sketchy, so just try to be smart about it. Anyway, if anybody has any questions, shoot me a text, email, message on here, comment below, whatever. I'll try and get out there and give you any advice on. You can just tell me what you're doing, and maybe I can tell you something that I've seen that might work a little bit better for you. Or if you have some advice on what's working really well for you and you want to post it below in the comments. We're just a community of people that are just trying to help one another. So, I try to help y'all, but if you could help some others, post up something in the comments, and maybe we can get more people out there and get successful. Have a good weekend.